Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 121. As you may remember, Krishna was very happy because Jarasandha would no longer threaten his people. Chapter 5, the Rajasuya. Indraprastha was caught in the throes of excitement. Yudhishthira was going to perform the Rajasuya. The preparations were in full swing. Vyasa was there to lend his valuable assistance to Yudhishthira. It was decided to send the 4 brothers to the 4 quarters. Arjuna chose the north, Bhima the east, Nakula the west, and Sahadeva the south. Arjuna, having conquered the countries on the way, reached the kingdom of Shalva and defeated him easily. He proceeded further. He knew no defeat. He was well known by the name Vijaya. Arjuna reached the city called Prajotisha, ruled by the great Bhagadatta. Bhagadatta was a friend of Indra. He was a noble soul. He was one of the few who commanded respect from old and young alike. He was respected by the Devas, too. He was a righteous and a good man. Arjuna and Bhagadatta fought for 8 days and nights. Bhagadatta was defeated. He came to Arjuna with a friendly smile and said, "I'm a great friend of your father. I'm pleased with your valor, which defeated even me. Tell me, what shall I do for you?" Arjuna honored him by prostrating before him and told him about his brother and the hopes he had of performing the Rajasuya. He invited the war veteran to Indraprastha. Bhagadatta agreed with pleasure. Arjuna proceeded towards the hill Ramagiri, which was made holy because Sri Rama, in his wanderings, had stayed there for a few days. The waters there were sanctified because the Princess Sita had bathed in them. Arjuna now fought with the reputed Trigarta brothers. They were led by Susharman. Arjuna was able to defeat them. But it was then that there was born the great enmity between Arjuna and the Trigartas, which lasted till the very end of the great war, which was fought later. They called themselves Samsaptakas. From then onwards, they had sworn that they would destroy Arjuna someday. They were great friends of Duryodhana. Arjuna left them and went further north. He reached the northernmost point. He saw the top of the Mount Meru, the king of mountains. He saw the top of the mountain gleaming in the morning light like a creation in gold. The pinnacle was veiled in a many-colored glow. The radiance of the mountain could be seen for miles around. Enveloped in the rays of the sun, the proud peak seemed to defy the sun and return all his rays to him after beautifying itself with their glory. It was a sublime spectacle. The peak seemed to pierce the sky and reach the heavens. Arjuna stood there with his mind chastened to a strange humility. He stood for a long time in front of the magnificent giant. He prostrated before it and went his way with great unwillingness. He hoped that he would be able to go there again someday in the distant future. On the southern slopes of the Meru is a creeper called Jambu. The entire slope is covered by this creeper. This is always full of flowers, which are the favorites of the siddhas who haunt the place. The creeper is so very typical of the place that the siddhas and the charanas call the place by the name Jambu Dvipa, Jambu Island. That is how the name came to be given to Bharatavarsha. Arjuna saw the Jambu creepers. He then went to the mountain Gandhamadana. From there he began his return home. After a pleasant and adventurous sojourn, he went to Indraprastha. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.